Here in the U.S., it's National Hispanic Heritage Month. And I couldn't think of a better way of celebrating it and sharing it with you than cooking a few Cuban dishes. Yesterday, we seasoned this, what we call a pernil in Cuba. This is referred to, as this piece of meat is referred to as a pernil. Now, in the U.S., it's called several different things, and people get really confused about this. When I was growing up in North Carolina, we called it a Boston butt or a Boston pork butt. It was also referred to sometimes as a picnic roast or a picnic shoulder. However, those are quite wrong names, actually. This would be considered a pork shoulder. This is actually right beneath, leading to the leg itself, right? This is the slice of meat that's right above where the leg begins. A pork butt actually sits on top. It's a nice chunk of meat about this thick that's attached to this. Usually they're cut in half, and you get the Boston butt, or the pork butt is much smaller. It's great for slow cookers and things of that nature. But this is a good old picnic roast, or as we say in Cuba, a pernil. And I'm going to show you how we roast it. It's super easy and it's incredibly delicious. I have always found that seasoning the pernil or the pork butt the day before yields a much better quality of taste and depth of flavor. So the way that I was taught to do it, and this is pretty typical among Cubans, we're going to put in a tablespoon and a half of kosher salt right into the mortar. Okay, I'm also going to put in an entire head of garlic. And then we're going to start to break that up a little bit. What we're trying to do is create a paste, a garlic paste, that I'm then going to insert into the pernil. Okay. Once you think you have it starting to come together as a paste, then you can go ahead and add in about a tablespoon. It's about a tablespoon and a half. It's a big rounded tablespoon because this one is pretty large. So I went over my traditional 1 tablespoon, a little bit more, about 1.5. Yeah, and this is starting to look really good. You want to get it, you don't have to beat it to death, but you do want to get it to like this nice, you can see that now it's starting to turn into a paste, and that's really what you want. Just want to make sure that the large pieces are incorporated. And then once this is done, I'll show you how to stuff it into the pernil. My paste is ready to go. And this is actually the top or the skin side of the pernil. You'll see it here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over. And I've already cut a few pre-holes in it. And you could just take a steak knife, a nice really sharp steak knife, actually I find works really well with a serrated edge. And you just put it into the meat and gently twist it to create a little cavity here. And then you take a nice chunk of the garlic paste and you just simply work it right in. I just use my fingers and I stuff the paste down into the holes themselves. So I get really far down into the meat. Okay, then I just continue working my way around, making sure, you don't want to make the holes too big, but you want to be able to get your finger in there and then be able to get some of that paste down into the cavity that you've created. So basically what you'll do is you'll work your way all the way around several inches apart, depending on how big the meat is, until you have it done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it back over, wrap it in cellophane, until tomorrow morning when I start to roast it off. So what you're looking at here is the pernil that I stuffed yesterday with the paste of garlic, kosher salt, and oregano. This has been sitting for 24 hours at this point. Now, what you want to do before you put it in your roasting pan is you want to make sure it's super dry. I dry it all over. You want to make sure the skin has no moisture on it at all. This is how you get that nice crackling skin that everyone enjoys so much when it comes out of the oven. I know at my house we all line up for it and fight over it. All right, so I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to put it skin side up. Very important that it's done skin side up. I'm going to take some more paper towels. And again, I can't emphasize enough the importance of drying the skin. What nice crackling skin. You don't want to put any salt on it. This is an unmarinated roasted pork or pernil. I did not marinate this one. I have lots of recipes for ones that I do, and I'll share them with you in other episodes. Okay, you can see that I'm meticulously getting all the moisture off of the meat itself. And now we're simply going to place it in an oven, 350 degrees. For 5 hours. Now, the trick here is never open that door. I know it's very, very tempting, and this was the trick that I got from my mother-in-law, besides how to season it and how to store it in the refrigerator, but her biggest trick was don't dare open the door. So we do it low and slow, 350 degrees for 5 hours. This is a rather large pernil. And it's going to, the door will not be open, so the skin will really, really get nice and crispy. I can't wait to show you when it comes out. As you can see, this is the pernil. This is our Boston butt that's been completely roasted Cuban style in the way that my family taught me. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. I can't wait for the family to dive in to this crunchy skin, the ultimate chicharron. As you can see, the family always gathers around for the crackling porcelain skin, or the chicharron. So let's do it, all right? So this is how we do it. We crack it.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, qué rico.
There we go.
Qué rico.
And now, we're going to reach in.
Ay,
Go ahead,
rico.
ladies first. Take a nice piece. Oh,
qué
my
rico,
God.
qué rico. Qué rico.
Take a little bit of salt. Look at this. Oh, my God. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Listen to that.
rico.
I hear that crunching.
Delicious. Beautiful.
Wow.
Very nice.
Wow.
Now this,
This is the chef. Very good chef.
this is
Mira,
what's...
mira, mira, mira.
This is what
Ay, él
Sundays...
quiere que le den.
This is what Sundays are all about. Life doesn't get any better. Enjoy.
Good. I enjoy having a good chef.
Thank you, Ruby and Georgie. Thank you, Ruby and Georgie. Mwah.
Mwah.
Thank you.